The rain has stopped and the sun is shining, and we're racing in Chicago. Good evening and welcome to the Racer League. I am your host, Nathaniel Scott. And this week was quite an interesting week here at the Racer League as we had the crazy motherboard hurricane come through this last week, knocking things out of whack for us. But we are back and we are racing. That's right. But just a caution and a word of note, Dwight and Sue did suffer a bump on the head and do not remember any of the hurricane. But let's go ahead and jump into qualifying results, shall we? Starting first is yet another rookie of the number 28, Jacob Banks. In second, we have the number 92 of Kim Jackson. In third, the number 49 of Rod Ellison. In fourth, the number 9 of Denise Rector. And in fifth, the number 8 of Mason Cecil. Something to note with the number 9, she will be driving a new paint scheme this week, the Little Plum Boutiques. And that is what our race is sponsored by this week. We will have a link below for you and you can access that store from there. So make sure you check out Little Plum Boutiques. But now it's on to one of our favorite parts, and that is our questions with Ernie.
Questions with questions. Questions with Ernie. Questions with Ernie. Questions with Ernie. Questions.
This question comes from Andrew on YouTube from week 6. Ernie, Andrew wants to know, what did you do before this?
Well, Nathaniel, that's a great question. I've done a lot of things before being a part of Racer League, and some of them, well, I'm just not allowed to talk about, if you know what I mean. But what got me into racing, though, was met a guy, became an amateur driver for a team, ended up getting into a bad accident, broke my coccyx, or otherwise known as your tailbone, and, well, you can't do much driving when you can't sit down, so they put me as the gas man. Then I moved to a tire changer and tire carrier, made adjustments to the car, became a crew chief, got to know a lot of the drivers and crew chiefs here. Then I got the call to be a part of Racer League as their pit road analyst, and I jumped right on it because, well, I was doing one of them jobs, you know, you just can't talk about again. So that's where I'm at, and that's why I'm here. Good question, Andrew. Thanks again.
Well, thanks again, Andrew, for your question. And if you have a question for Ernie, drop a comment below and let us know that question, and we'll have Ernie answer that question for you.
Drivers, to your cars.
Well, it sounds like the drivers have been called to their cars, so I'm going to go ahead and send it down to Dwight and Sue, our in-booth commentators, to call the rest of the race. And I will see you next time.
Well, thanks, Nathaniel, for that welcome. My name is Sue Llewellyn, and I'm here with my counterpart, Mr. Dwight Flanders.
Well, hi, y'all. How's y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing all right there at home. We're doing pretty great up here in the booth. This place here in Chicago, it has been really beautiful here, Sue. We've got some great weather and expecting some great racing here today, too.
Sure, we absolutely are. And did you see up front there, Dwight? For the second week in a row, we got a rookie on the pole.
Well, this is going to be interesting there because that 28 there of Jacob Banks, I mean, he has been on the move here lately there, Sue.
He sure has.
I mean, he finished second there at Darlington, but didn't quite have the race and finish he needed last week at Atlanta. He only finished 24th, but I think he got involved in some of those accidents there. But they've got that car dialed in right now, and if y'all remember, this is a brand new team here, breaking off from the Dark County Racing with Jacob Banks and Miss Kaylee Banks there in the 64? 84.
84.
84, that's right. That's right. We've got Kim Jackson there on the outside, too. It'll be interesting to see.
Sure, she doesn't have a win yet this season, but
She doesn't.
that pace car's down, Dwight.
You all know what that means. We're going racing. 28 there. He got a really good start there, Sue.
He sure did, but so did that 49.
Yeah, that Rod
He's
Ellison,
right
he's got
there
a
on his
great
bumper.
move. That Rod Ellison, he's looking to try to get himself into the showdown.
He sure is.
Rod sits about 14 points behind the cutoff line for the showdown, so he really needs a strong win or a strong finish or the win here this week to get him up there.
Absolutely. That Jacob Banks and that 28 car, he's going to hang on and lead that first lap and get a bonus point.
That's nice. Well, looky there, Sue. We've got the number 9 there, Denise Rector, running her new paint scheme, and also the Little Plum Boutique there on the front of her car. It's the sponsor of today's race.
It sure is.
That's nice to see there. And then on the back side of her car is the Inspire by Denise, and that'll sponsor another race later on in the season.
Sure will. Well, here's at number 17, a Christy Rector. She had an amazing finish last week.
She did. She probably would have gotten the win if we would have had a few more laps there and no caution. Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Ooh, boy.
That Skittle Waffles there got a little bit loose. Got to hold on to it there, rookie.
That was quite a good save.
That was.
But that 17, she looks all bunched up there in the nose.
Well, that is not going to be good. Looks like she's going to come down to the pits. Just got too much into that Karen Ellison there.
Sure
yeah,
did.
Karen Ellison.
Sure did. That's a shame for that team.
It is. Well, here's that Max's Universe there in the 48. She's running right now in 13th place.
Sure is. And right behind her is a number 1, Jay Shepler.
Oh, that's nice. Now, that Max's Universe there is in the showdown currently right now. That is the line right there, that Max's Universe car.
Oh, buddy.
So that car and that team there needs a great finish today.
Sure. And probably in the next few weeks as well.
Probably need to be really consistent for sure. Oh, heavens to Betsy. There's that number 6 of Stephen Nelson we've talked so much about.
We sure have, but I don't think we'll be talking much about him today. He's running 32nd.
That is not a good place for him to be running right now, especially with all the demands and all the craziness that's going on with that team. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen next.
Absolutely. But a 32nd place is not going to get you in the showdown.
That is not.
He's going to have quite a turnaround.
Or a win.
Or win.
A win before the showdown line would be really nice for that team.
It sure will. Sure will. Well, there's that Skittle Waffles. She had that amazing save there just a moment ago.
That's right.
Running 28th.
That Skittle Waffles is in 31st in points, and actually also too has a ways to go there as well to get themselves into the showdown. But if they keep things right, you know, they won't be underneath that cutoff line.
Sure. Well, there's their number 1 rookie of last season.
He was
of the offseason.
of the offseason. He was the number 1 sought-out rookie there. He's running 13th right now, and I'm sorry, but Stu, I think we have some better rookies than him going on a little bit right now. We got the Jacob Banks up there in the lead.
There you saw an example there of our divot there coming out of turn 4.
Yes.
That 72 had to check up.
That was quite a change there for that car.
It sure was. And there's that number 21, Jeremy Nelson.
He got that win a few weeks ago there.
He sure did. He's running
California.
11th right now. He won at California. So he's in the showdown, but
He's also sitting first in points. He's been pretty consistent there, Stu. I mean, he's got 5 top 10 finishes.
well, we're under caution. 28 of Jacob Banks held on.
He's got over a second lead there on that 49 of Rod Ellison.
He sure does. Actually, I apologize. We're racing back to the line still.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Still got a great commanding lead there,
He sure
though.
does. Sure does.
Just run around this track with ease.
He's led all the laps so far. And here we are. Oh, that's number 10. 52.
Oh, that's bad. Those 2 cars there are underneath the elimination line there, Sue. I mean, they both only have 1 finish inside the top 20 this season.
That's a shame.
It is.
Well, they're all coming down pit road here. We're going down to Ernie and see what everybody's planning on doing. Ernie?
Well, guys, There's not going to be much changes there for that 28 car. Everybody's going to look to get 4 tires and fill up on volatilized propellant juice. But there are going to be some changes to that 92 car of Kim Jackson. She fell back there on the restarts, or on the start there, fell all the way back into the 6th position. Going to make some adjustments on that car, try to keep her up towards the front. No adjustments on that 28 car as he is out and away. I'll send it back up to y'all.
Well, thanks, Ernie.
Oh, yeah, yes, there definitely was some changes going on with that 92 car. It was in the pits quite a bit.
Sure was. It looked like that number 13 gained a spot coming out.
Looked like he did, for sure. Fast teammates right there.
Absolutely.
Fast pit crews.
We'll get them lined back up. When we come back, we'll be green flag racing right here on the Rectified Automotive Circuit Entertainment Racing League.
I should probably get that looked at.
Welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Sue. How do you do? And I'm here with my counterpart, Mr. Dwight Flanders.
Well, hey, y'all. How's it going?
It's going quite well for that number 28 right now.
It is. He's been up there all day long. Also going well for that number 13 car, Nathan Rector. I mean, he gained a couple spots there on that pit stop.
He sure did.
So did that 47 of John Jackson.
Aggressive Wombat.
That aggressive Wombat. I love that.
Another one that's kind of snuck up there is that 85 of Christopher Bailey.
He did kind of sneak up there out of nowhere. Also, that Max's Universe car got up there in the 7th place.
That 49 and 13, they're kind of fighting for their lives to stay in the showdown right now.
Well, that they are there, Sue. That 49 is trying to get himself into the showdown here with a good finish. And the 13 of Nathan Rector is in the showdown right now, but a bad race could knock him out.
Sure, absolutely. We have a whole, what is that, 120-point swing per race. That could happen.
That we do, and I mean, it's anybody's race. I mean, Kim Jackson there was first in points a few weeks ago, but a couple bad finishes has knocked her down to 5th. But that green flag's out, and we're going racing. Well, that 49 tried to make a move there on the inside.
It sure did. It's
Lost
going to
some
cost
momentum.
him.
I think it might cost him that position there to Nathan Rector.
It might. It might. He's going to battle on the outside.
He had the help there of that 47 of John Jackson.
But he held on.
He did.
That allowed that 85. He's going to sneak a position away, or at least try to.
At least try to for sure. Oh, heavens to Betsy there, Stu, with that 92 car.
I saw that.
Not hit by the 2.
149 of Rod. He is all over Jacob Banks right now.
He is. He is trying to get that lead, or at least get some points there to get himself into the showdown.
Sure. Bonus point can be so crucial.
There he goes there, Stu. He's going on the inside. Let's see if he can hold it there.
Gotta watch
They
out
do
for
have that
divot.
divot right there. I think he was able to get around it and not have to slow down and carry his momentum through.
Well, he's going to lead that lap. That's going to be a bonus point.
It's going to be nice for him. Like I said, he's only just a few points out. He's 14 points out of the showdown right now.
Looking at our stats, he just ran his fastest lap of the race.
Oh, heavens to Betsy there. So did that number 41 there, Baron Nelson. Sitting all the way back there in 18th place, but man, that car's on the move.
She sure is.
Or was on the move.
Was on the move.
Ran a great lap. Just sure did. Oh, there's that number 9 there of Denise Rector.
She's running 9th.
Oh, that's... Oh, I like that.
I figured
You know that I like that stuff. Well, that 9 car, though, I mean, she's doing pretty well. She's also qualified for the showdown as well there, Sue. I mean, she's sitting 10th in points and got about a 20-point buffer right there. Keep herself into the showdown. If she maintains these top 10 finishes, I I foresee her and that team going to the showdown.
Absolutely.
Same thing with that number 13 car there, Nathan Rector. No wins yet this season, but Nathan does have 3 top 10 finishes. He finished 8th last week there at Atlanta, and 2nd, almost won the race there in California.
Sure.
But he's got that Wombat behind him there.
He sure does.
John Jackson. That John Jackson's going to push him up there a little bit there, Sue, and try to get underneath him, see if he can make the pass, but
that high line, they got a little bit of a high line here.
That high line does work. I mean, able to carry the momentum, but this is where I believe that the high line works a lot better, though, is if you can keep the high line and not get hit in that divot.
Sure.
You're going to do just fine there on turn 4.
Absolutely.
There's the number 57 there, Scott Rector. He's running in the 12th position. And number 72 car there, Michael Rector, last season's champion, is running in 11th.
Sure is. And they've
got some great runs going on right now.
They sure do. Just ahead of them is number 1, Jay Shepler. We were just talking about him a little while ago.
You know, we were.
He snuck his way into the top 10.
He did. Well, he's sitting quite a ways down there to try to get himself into the showdown. There's that Kim Jackson. We were talking about her earlier.
We sure were. And that number 9, she's trying to take that position away.
I think she might try to get it. Max's Universe is right there, right behind. And I think they'll make that a double move.
Sure will. We're under caution, so we're racing back to the line.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Oh, that 48 got caught in that divot there still.
Sure did.
That'll cost you every time.
That 49 of Rod Ellison, he maintained the lead.
Well, here's the accident. The 4 of Tommy Ray got into the 33 of Laura Ellison. And fighting for that bottom line there, Stu. That 4 definitely needed a good finish. I mean, he was doing so good there at the beginning of the season.
He was.
And then just lost it. I mean,
that whole crew chief change probably.
It's definitely changed things around for sure.
Speaking of changing, I think we're about to have some tires changed. So let's go down to Ernie and see what all's going on. Ernie?
Well, guys, not too much changes going on. I do believe the 28 was a little upset that they didn't make any changes last time to adjust to the track. So they're going to go ahead and do an air pressure adjustment on the left side of the car. Try to loosen it up a little bit for him. 92 car there, Kim Jackson made some great adjustments. Also, some other adjustments that are going to happen is with the number 13 car of Nathan Rector. Try to make some better adjustments to get him out there and have him be a contender for the lead. Guys, back to you.
Well, thanks, Ernie. Well, we saw that determination of that 28 team.
I mean, that team is on fire today there, Sue.
They are.
Making those quick changes and getting him out there just when he needed to. But that 92 car definitely stayed in the pits a lot longer. Maybe making a few more of those adjustments that they needed.
Absolutely.
Well, as they get things set back up, we're going to go ahead and take a little break here, y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned here to the Rectified Automotive Circuit Entertainment Racing League.
Frank, wake up! Run!
Well, hey y'all, welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Dwight Flanders. Sometimes it looks odd because there's an O in the N on the end of my name, but it's silent, so I'm Dwight Flanders, and I'm here with my partner in crime, Mr. Sue Llewellyn.
How do you do?
We're all doing pretty good there, Sue.
Sure are.
Got some changes kind of going up here towards the front there, Sue. We've got the 28 is in the lead, but that number 4 car there of Tommy Ray is almost about to be a lap down.
He sure is. Sure is.
So that's why he's starting up there into the front, and got the 17 there of Christy Rector. And
she is a
lap down, so.
And at 28, he took the lead on his pit stop.
I mean, that team is on fire today there, Sue. They also have the number 1 pit stop because he qualified first.
Sure, and I think that really solidified that.
That definitely solidified that change that we have now, because he was able to beat that Rod Ellison out of the pits. So,
Well, there goes that pace car, Dwight.
well, I think the viewers at home knows what that means, y'all. You ready? We're going racing. Well, there's that 49. He's looking to the outside there again of that Jacob Banks. Actually, all kind of getting bunched up behind that number 4 car.
They sure are. That 49, he wants that lead back.
That he does there, too. I think that 13's trying to maintain something there, but he's going to go 3 wide racing there up against the Wombat.
Sure is, but we got quite a good race going on up
The
front.
race is out there at the front as Jacob Banks does hold on to the lead as they come into turn 4, but he's got to watch that divot there so he doesn't slow down.
Sure. And here's a car that's on the move. He fell back a little bit now. Is that Christopher Bailey? He's back in 6th right now.
I see that car up there towards the front today.
Sure
Taking that
is.
spot away there from Nathan Rector as well. Going to get himself up into the 5th position currently as he's in right now.
Sure is, and he's pretty solid in points right now as well.
I do believe so there, Sue. That Christopher Bailey does sit about 20-30 points ahead right now, sitting 6th in points, so team's looking pretty sharp there, Sue.
There's his teammate, the 91 of Aunt Christie.
Now that car was on fire last week there, Sue. Oh, mercy.
Oh, buddy, hang on to it.
That confidence is building in that 91 there of Aunt Christie there,
It
Sue.
sure is.
Outspun out the number 41 Aaron Nelson.
Almost had to call 911 on that one.
Almost did.
She was our last week's winner, sitting 28th in points, actually below the cutoff line,
That's right.
and won the race and qualified for the showdown.
That's pretty special right there when you can do that.
Absolutely.
There's that beautiful little Plum Boutiques there. So Denise Richter driving that car. Again, y'all remember that is an actual sponsor or partner with us right now. So
Sure.
shout out to them and that place. And they got nice cute little head bows and everything there, Sue. It's nice.
And number 9, she's falling back a little bit.
Well, that's not nice at all.
That is not.
There's our leader in points, you'd say.
The 90, or the
21 there of Jeremy Nelson.
Oh,
Oh,
buddy.
going up against his teammate. They got
That
almost
52.
spun around there, Sue.
That 52 bumped that 6.
He did.
Hey, get out of my way.
Now that 21 and 6 car are teammates, but we know that's Steven Nelson there in that number 6 car.
He's not been happy.
He is not happy with that team at all. I actually believe, I believe he'll make a change.
Well, time will tell.
It will.
We still got quite a few races left.
That we do. That 13 car is moving back.
It sure is. He just lost the position to number 1, Jay Shepard.
Looks like he's about to lose a few more positions there too to that Scott Rector and Mason Cecil.
He is, and that number 1, he's on the move, it seems like now. He
That
was
car-
falling back the last caution. Now
He's-
he's moving forward.
These rookies are definitely on it here today in Chicago.
They sure are.
Last season's champion there, the number 72 of Michael Rector, is not qualified for the showdown yet there, Sue. Can you believe that?
Well, I kind of can at this point. He's been really quiet this season, it seems like.
Well, he was quiet last season too there.
This is true.
I was talking with him there last week a little bit, and he's like, you know, we won there late in the season, got ourselves into the showdown, lost the showdown, got the race in, won the race in the showdown, got requalified for the championship race, and
Won the championship.
flippity floppity, then they won the championship. So
I guess that is his style.
it is anybody's race here, y'all. You got to stay tuned every single week to see what's going to happen. Speaking of what's going to happen there, Sue, we've got a caution
I
again.
see that. I see
Heavens to
that. So we're
Betsy.
racing back to the line now. Who's going to make it? Looks like at
Oh, that
72,
40
he hit that divot.
Hey, he did. That 47 was able to keep a good run there on the outside and maintain that position, but that Jacob Banks again has another full second lead.
Replay.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
33 put that 22 in the wall. Put that rookie in the wall.
Oh, heavens. There was nowhere he could go.
Sure wasn't.
Just out of luck.
Well, they're getting lined back up. Looks like nobody's going to take pit stops this lap.
I think they might be able to make it all the way there, Sue.
They might be able to. Well,
Time will tell.
time will tell. We'll be right back to the Racer League.
Racer League is brought to you by Grandma Sweet Tea. It's delicious!
Welcome back to the Racer League. name's still Sue Llewellyn, and I'm still here with my counterpart, Mr. Clyde Flanders.
We are still here, and that 28 car there is still in the lead there, Sue.
Sure is.
That
Sure
4 car
is.
did not get his lap back there, Sue. He had a really bad restart there on our last restart. And fell back, lost the lap. Now he's underneath the 28 car there, Sue.
He is. He's going to have quite a battle ahead of him, but he is still out there.
He is. It's nice to see him out there, Sue. We've also got another driver that kind of was falling back there. It's that 13 car, Nathan Rector. I mean,
Sure.
the last restart he was in 3rd and got stuck there on that outside and just fell all the way back to 10th.
But you know who has moved up?
Who's there?
That number 85, Christopher Bailey.
He has
He's been
moved up.
quietly on the move.
Well, he's got right behind him that aggressive driving Wombat driver of John Jackson.
Sure.
Those two, as we know, do not get along.
They do not.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here on this restart if that John Jackson's going to try to do anything. We might try to play it cool because they've got that number 6 or 72 of Michael Rector behind them. A lot of drivers have respect for him.
Sure.
But y'all, that green flag is out, and we're going racing. That 28 caught a great start this time there, Sue.
He sure did. He sure did. That number 4 is going to bottle everybody up back there.
That they are. Max of the Universe is able to get around there on the outside. Interesting to see what's going to happen here. Coming to the outside there, that Christopher Bailey's trying to get around him there. He's going to get around him.
Pinned him down on that divot.
That they did. That's going to cost some of those other drivers.
Sure is. That number 4, he's bottling things up right now.
He's got that little bit of damage there from that accident he had.
Sure.
That's just costing him.
Gonna cost all these other drivers as well.
Oh, it is.
Valuable time and position.
Heavens to Betsy. We've got teammates 3 wide racing there, Sue.
Now, look at that.
That
Sure
is
do.
just crazy. 2 of them have new sponsors this week. And that Nathan Rector, though, there driving for Maze Meats, just stuck on the outside, Sue.
Again.
Again, that's where he got stuck last time.
Sure
Glory
was.
be, that is not the place to be. I needs to pin one of those drivers down there into the divot and maybe get some aggressive driving. Try to get himself back up there to the front.
Sure.
Maybe I'm just thinking weird.
Well, no, I'd use every advantage you can.
I tried to. Oh, heavens to Betsy there, Sue.
We got our 10 to
10 to
go
go.
caution.
Look at there.
And look at that lead.
It is a dominating lead there, Sue. In this few laps, that 28 car of Jacob Banks is able to get a full second lead.
That's quite impressive.
That is.
Of course, he's out there in the clean air. Nobody else
Yes.
around him. And he's just able to just run his laps.
I believe he's also probably led the most laps so far today there, Sue. Between him and that Rod Ellison,
Sure.
it'll be interesting to see here at the end of the race.
Absolutely. But here's where time, or statistics, I should say,
Yes.
are not on his side. As the driver that's led the most laps typically has not won the race. Just ask Katie Harshbarger.
I also think there, too, we haven't had a driver start in first and end in first either.
That's correct.
So,
The statistics.
Statistics. Sound a little tongue-tied there, Sue.
Just a little bit.
That's all right. So, statistically, I believe that our winner will probably come from the top 5. That's my guess as they get lined back up here. But I don't know if it's going to be that rookie there, Sue. That 47 of John Jackson is looking mighty aggressive.
Sure. Well, as we practice saying the word statistics, we'll be right back.
Statistics.
Hey, you're watching the Racer League, and I'm Frank the Talking Wiener. And I just want you to subscribe or ring the bell for us.
Welcome
Well,
back.
hey there. Oh, is it you or is it me? I thought the producer said I was doing it this
All right,
time.
we'll go ahead.
No, well, you want to go ahead and do it. You just go ahead and do it there, Stu.
Welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Sue. Y'all already heard Dwight.
Oh, yeah, yes. I'm sorry, y'all, about that. We had a mix up there in the production team.
No worries.
Must have took my earpiece out.
That's alright. Tell you what, who's got the earpiece in is that 28, Jacob Banks.
He does there, Sue, but he's got some tough competition behind him there, Sue. That 85 there of Christopher Bailey was on the move there.
He
Coming
was.
from 5th up there to 3rd, and actually was able to keep away there from the aggressive driving of 47 of John Jackson. So.
Sure.
And of course, that 49 of Rod Ellison, when he's 6 points out looking for the win, trying to get himself into the showdown.
He's been in second and led.
He led a few laps this race, and they've got the car that I think that could beat the number 28 there of Jacob Banks.
I think that 85, he's been the car to watch all race long.
He has been coming up a lot there, so definitely interesting to watch here as we're getting ready to come there with 10 laps to go.
Sure. That pace car's down, Dwight.
Well, y'all know what that means. We're going racing. Well, that 85 there is going to try to look to the outside. See if he can pull that 49 out there with him, but I don't think it's going to work.
No, he's going to ride with that 28.
That 85 is going to try to make it 3 wide there. Still watch.
I'm watching.
They're coming out of turn 2 now.
He's pushing that 28 along.
Double side there. See what'll happen here. They've got to watch for that divot there coming off turn 4. Oh, heavens to Betsy. There's Stu Mason Cecil's in the mix. He's trying to get himself up there, too.
Where'd he come from?
Where did Max's Universe come from? Here we go. We've got 6 or 7 cars coming for the lead.
That 49 hit that divot.
He did. That divot will get you.
Right there.
It's not going to cost him too much there. It'll cost him the lead, but that's about it. See if that 85 can maintain that outside line there in turn 2. Well, it's worked out quite well for a lot of these drivers.
It sure has, and he's maintaining out there. That's for sure.
He's got to try to stick that 49 car there on the bottom. Try to make him hit that divot. See what'll happen. Oh, there it is.
He forced
him
down
to slow down there. That 85's going to get 2nd place.
He sure is. Now he's on the move. One car to go.
He's cruising there, Sue. But that while they were racing like that.
Oh, buddy.
That 28.
They're under caution.
Oh, heavens to Betsy, Sue. That is not going to go well for that 28 team.
Not looking that way.
It is not, because that 28 car was out there, out front, had nothing to worry about, had a great restart, and now they got to do it all over again.
That's correct. In fact, we're going to have 1 lap of green.
Oh, heavens.
Here's a replay.
Oh, mercy.
That was quite a hit.
That was. They just got too bottled up there and took everybody out. It looks like there was some more wrecking going on there, too. Here's that other part we saw. We see them wreck up there, and then Uncle Mike just tries to get up there, and it just don't work. Oh, mercy. Renee Rector took a big hard hit into the wall.
Sure did. Well.
Oh, mercy.
28 still leading. 85's right behind.
I also got the Mason Cecil right there. And again, I kind of want to note this here again as well. That Mason Cecil is 1 point out of the cutoff line to make it into the showdown right now. Jacob Banks is 6 points. But that Christopher Bailey is qualified right now. But a win will solidify that.
Sure. While they get lined up, we'll be right back. And when we come back, there will be 1 lap left of green flag racing.
You do not want to miss it.
Hey, I'm Frank, and don't forget to like and comment below and let us know what you think about the Racer League. Yeah!
Well, hi there, y'all. Welcome back to the Racer League. We've actually got something going on nice right now. We're on the radio right now with Christopher Bailey, who's sitting in 2nd place. Christopher, do you got me there, buddy?
Oh, yeah, here I am.
Oh, awesome. Glad you can hear me loud and clear. So, sitting in 2nd place right now. You started 9th. You've definitely worked your way up. You think you got something for that leader?
Oh, yeah, I got a front bumper with his name on it.
Oh, that sounds a little aggressive there. Taking some notes there from that 47.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're sitting in a great spot here, sitting in 2nd. Don't have to worry about any lapped cars as we get ready to come back with 1 lap to go.
This caution couldn't have come at a better time for me. Me and this 85 Lipton T car.
Well, all right there, Christopher. Well, good luck to you there, buddy, and we'll be watching you from up here. Let's see what you got for him. Well, Christopher, the pace lights are out, and good luck to you the rest of the race. What do you think about that there, Sue?
That was quite interesting.
It is. He sounds very confident there that he might be able to pass this rookie here with 1 lap to go.
Be quite interesting. That 28's been very strong, but
It
to
has.
his defense, so has that 85.
And you know that 8 there, Mason Cecil, came out of nowhere there. He got some great runs there on this last restart. As these tires have been warming up. Got Rod right behind that. All these drivers here are looking for that good finish to get them qualified for the showdown.
Sure. In fact, our top 6 drivers don't have a win yet this season, so they're
That
all
they do.
hungry.
And all of our top 4 drivers, they are within 20 points of being in or out of the showdown.
Absolutely.
So
Well,
this will be interesting.
I don't know about you, Dwight, but I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
I'm on the edge of something, but yes, I'm on the edge of my seat. That pace car is out, y'all. Y'all know what that means. We're going racing. Well,
Oh,
heavens there. So that 8 car did not get a good start, but that 85 did.
He sure did.
He's right
So
there
did that
on him. The
28.
white flag is out, y'all. See what he's got for him.
85's there.
See if he can try to get a good run there. He's right
He's
on
got
that
it.
bumper.
He's got the move. There he goes.
There he goes. He's making his move to the inside. Definitely use that bumper there. Try to get him up. He's got a watch coming up
They're
on turn
side by
4.
side.
28's
gonna
got a
do it?
watch.
Oh, he hit that divot.
Oh, he hit the divot. He's losing some momentum there, Stu. They're coming down. They're about to be 3 wide racing. It's looking like it's going to be Jacob Banks for the win there, Stu.
What a finish.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Well, here's the replay there, Sue. I tell you, we got to see this again. The 28 car, or I'm sorry, the 85 car there lost that momentum. And look at that 28 car get a great run there coming down the front stretch. And
He sure did.
that Mason Cecil also tried to make a good move there on the inside. But that 28 car looks like he's going to get about half a car length on the 85 to get the win there. Right
Sure.
there at that back quarter panel there, Sue.
At 85, he was coming back too.
He was.
Well, it looks like we got that number 28 on the radio.
That no good, rookie. Thinks he can push me down in that stupid divot. I'm gonna kick his.
I think we got the wrong radio.
I think so.
Let's try that again. Jacob? There it is. All right. Well, Jake, good job on the win today. And how you feeling there, buddy?
Well, we came out today with a win, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Energizer. You know, that bunny kept us going, and we had an amazing car today. Let's thank our pit crew and crew chief. I look to win a few races in the future.
Well, awesome job there, Jake. And really proud of you there and getting that rookie, or you as the rookie there, getting your first win of the season, qualifying for the showdown. Look forward to see what you have there for us. So now, though, it's time for the Amazing Meats amazing move of the race.
This week's amazing move of the race goes to the number 28, Jacob Banks. He restarted first with the 85 close behind. Christopher Bailey made a move for the lead, but the number 28 was able to use the outside line and pin the 85 on that divot, allowing him to come back for the win. This has been this week's amazing move of the race. Well, thanks for joining us tonight on the Racer League. Join us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on YouTube.
That'll do, Sue. That'll do.
Wow, that was an exciting race today as our rookie, the number 28, Jacob Banks, sneaked off a win there in that very, very close finish with Christopher Bailey. And wow, definitely got the wrong radio there at first, but Christopher Bailey is a little upset, but still had a great finish today, finishing second. Mason Cecil finished third. In fourth, the number 49 of Rod Ellison. And coming in fifth was the number 48 of Max's Universe. Go ahead and get into our point system so far. Now we just have 2 races left before the showdown. It is getting intense here. But we still have 15 drivers that are qualified for the showdown. 4 drivers have qualified themselves off of a single win, and 2 drivers have 2 wins, qualifying them for the championship race. The window is tight. Getting into the showdown, there is a 234-point swing in these next 2 races. Uncle Mike and Jay Shepler sit just 3 points off of that cutoff line, while Dylan Birchfield has now fallen below that line by 23 points. So it's anybody's race into the showdown this week here on the Racer League, so make sure that you stay tuned each and every week. Normally Tuesdays at 7, but we had that, hurricane this week. Kind of threw us off a little bit. But every week, Tuesday nights at 7 here on the Racer League. This has been the Racer League post-race show. I am your host, Nathaniel Scott, and I will see you next time.
Racer League is brought to you by Ben Sound, and images were provided by Google. Don't forget to like or comment below on what you think of Racer League, and throw a heart in for me.